Nina with a poster about basic music competence. Basic music competence means being able to sing in tune and move to the beat. So that's why this says tonal and rhythm. It also says language because the developmental window for developing musical competence is the same window as children are developing language competence for most kids. So this is a little zigzaggy line. It says child's path, and this is a zigzaggy line toward basic music competence. It zigzags between reception and expression. And the reason for that is because generally, children cannot be in reception and expression at the same time. Grown-ups can with music, but it would be a good analogy to it would be if you were trying to listen to someone speak and also talk to someone else at the same time. That's what it might feel like. So they take turns between those two, which is why the line goes back and forth like that. If they're in receptive mode, they're going to be listening, watching, and feeling. Just taking in musical information with their senses. If they're in expressive mode, they will be exploring, experimenting, and playing. In class, we see more of this during the play-along and the free dance portions of class. In many children, they stay in receptive mode in class all the time. They never express themselves musically in class. For those kids, you will see them expressing themselves musically in the car and at home and when they wake up from their nap and they're just in their crib by themselves. They wait for those safe times to express musically. So that's one of the reasons why it's really important to make music at home with your kids, because you're going to see them doing so much more at home than you would see them doing in class. This little dotted line going up and down says feedback. So this portion is child's path. This portion is adult support. And if your child is in, it's not that important to know exactly what mode your child is in at any given moment, because what you do is not actually all that different. The main thing that you need to do is to model making music, which means just singing and moving. If your child seems to be more of a visual learner, you can do really exaggerated movements. If your child isn't a visual learner, maybe the kid across the circle from you is a visual learner, so it will still be great if you can do exaggerated movements and really move your body to the beat and show that beat visually. One thing that you can do is you can touch your child to the beat. You can tap them, you can squeeze them, you can, if it's sort of an elongated kind of song, you can do this. If you're moving to the beat and they're in your lap, they get to feel that, or if you're holding them. If your child is in expressive mode, your job is actually one of the hardest ones for parents. I know that for me, it's probably the thing that's hardest as a parent, which is just to step back and let your child do their thing. Allow, observe. One couple more active and interactive things that you can do is to echo and mirror them. So if you hear your baby making a tone at the end of a song or during a song, by all means, echo it back to them. And if you see them doing a movement, echo it, mirror it back to them, and that gives them some wonderful feedback and support and musical interaction and musical play with you. All right, I think that's it. See you in class.